Why is my speaker not connecting? I need a speaker. I need a speaker. I need a speaker. What if I use this? Yeah, so anyway, let's get started. So happy Easter to all of you. I hope you had a good celebration. For me, I've been having a roller coaster of issues. It has been a roller coaster of issues. Yeah. So anyway, I took time to try and reflect, pray. But hey, life is just something else, and this God of ours sometimes can be challenging. Nonetheless, I'm back. And we will run together until the time of elections, even after elections, by the way, because elections don't just end by people voting. Elections continue. I want to start by commending ECZ. ECZ, you are doing a good job. You are doing a great job. Don't be distracted. don't be distracted. There is a scheme by the opposition, by some opposition, not all, by some opposition, who want to attack ECZ, discredit ECZ, because they know they have already lost this election. As much as some of you may not want to hear this, but the fact is that this election, especially at the presidential level, is already decided. If by today you are still wondering, you are doubting, then you need to check yourself. You need to check yourself, I can assure you. If you are still doubting, by tonight, Opo Wikele, you are wondering to say, Bushe Hakainde Hichilema is going to win, Bushe who is going to come in, then you have got a problem. You have got a problem politically. You are naive. You are dumb. I mean, I can't put it any other way. If by today, Ule Tonton Kanyati, maybe Hakainde Hichilema will not win this election, or maybe whatever. If by today you are still doubting whether Hakainde Hichilema is going to win elections or not, then you are dumb. I can tell you that. I will have no apology. I will have no apology, but to tell you that you are dumb. You are dumb. You are politically dumb. You could be anything. But if by tonight, as I am talking now, and you are sitting there and you are doubting whether Hakainde Hichilema is going to win an election or not, then you are dumb. Then you are dumb, I can assure you. Because for Hakainde Hichilema to lose this election, he must lose to someone. He must lose to someone, meaning somebody else must win. Musonda at Bola 90 minutes, which 90 minutes. It is the same. Ila Bola mwaide mkutea kuna nikene. Ni kwa Argentina kulia mwaide. Kwa Argentina kulia mwaide. Even before you left, you knew you are not going to win. even your the first president will say, no, let's just go and enjoy. We know we cannot win against Argentina. And you went and you were wired 5-0. This is the same situation here. Tapali. If you are saying Hakainde Hichilema is going to lose an election, he's going to lose to who? Tell me. If you in your mind somewhere, there is somewhere where you are thinking Hakainde Hichilema is losing elections, I'm asking you, he's going to lose this election to who? Which political party? At the moment, which political party stand anywhere close to UPND? Anywhere close. Very far. Very, very far. You don't come anywhere close. And I can tell you, mark my words, among those who are going to contest the presidential elections, among those, ngapaka wauka kwata 200,000 votes ni Shabomba. 200,000 votes ni Shabomba. Tapali ukakwata my elections, ukakwata my votes. From my assessment, no one is going to garner votes more than 50,000. Palapa first na leba kwati yo limbi ba Mundubile bakafika ko somewhere. But no, Mundubile has failed to pull it off. Mundubile has failed to pull it off. Because by now, Mundubile would have gotten traction. But nothing. Alimuifungulia bed yesterday. I was hearing statement Yaba Chisanga at our candidate is scared of the police, so alimufungulia bedi natubelembera bakapokola that if you want him write whatever. I was looking at him, I'm like, eva politician Mundubile has failed to pull it off. He has failed because by now Mundubile would have gotten their attention such that tunatuma program arechita paranikane, and shisawa ilafe Mundubile munandi. But I'm talking to the nation. I'm talking to the nation. You say more than 500,000, not 400,000, not 500,000, you were 50,000. 50,000, Mundubile ngapata 50,000 ni shabomba sana. I was hoping that you would have 200,000, but takafika kuna kuli 200,000. Ni 50,000 finga kokata 50,000 ni shakwata ma votes sana. Now, there are indicators ina isaba ilafi. I don't just talk from without. Mundubile, I'm saying Mundubile has failed to get that traction. To get that traction, he has failed to pull it off. It's like a plane, ilipa runway, and it fails to take off. Mundubile, that is Mundubile. He is on the runway, trying to cruise, but he cannot lift. He cannot lift. He has failed to take off. And one good example that I will tell you is that per Friday, Mundubile usually has this Achani Katushinga face off on his page. Go there and watch Mundubile. Go there and watch Mundubile. See how many people are watching Mundubile. By now, if Mundubile had gotten traction, ila platform ngana ikaba. But now he has failed, and whoever advised that he should be coming every Friday to be talking was very wrong, to be honest. That platform kwa Mundubile, it's a wrong platform. It's a wrong platform. They brought it out at a wrong time. Every Friday, Mundubile is talking. Every Friday is talking. But what is he talking about? What is he talking about? Because Mundubile cannot come and be talking like me. Even I can afford to be coming every day, because if you are kulanda fingi, I can pick on anything. I can pick on anything. Ingandefu akutanisa namba kwa defpadi wa gero. Chapwa. Namba kwa defpadi wa gero. Like firefi sawaida mtuwa nkane uyunani. Simon mwewale. Kula sawaida. But Mundubile, at his level, he cannot be coming here and talk anything anyhow. No. He has to talk policy. Now, which policy are you going to be talking every Friday, you become monotonous, you become boring, and people will not be interested. Mpadi ya levo idia, nga wafuma tulefo kulanda, padi papile pawo folela ndapo. You must be talking about something that is in the public domain. You must be, offering that checks and balances. You must be coming out to attack. Look, this, that. Not, why can't you have, no, the youth, whatever. You become boring. That idea of every Friday is a joke. And look, because I'm actually using that as a yardstick to tell you that he has failed to get traction. He has failed. You go and check it. Check the last time that he was live. Let me check that thing. The last time that he was live. special broadcast. Any special broadcast. Special broadcast. What are the statistics? Special broadcast, you are back with the special broadcasting. Where is that special broadcast?
Abantu mubekate mubachite 10 for a very low and tabu fee isha.
Yeah, you know, so special broadcast, special broadcast, really, this,
so
these are not good. The numbers are not good. If you look at that special broadcast, you know, he has got 2.4 likes, which is relatively okay. But the discussion, only 281. Shares 10. Ama shares. Save 37. Now, at this point in time, Munduvile, if at all, he had gotten traction, those numbers should be much, much better. Because we are talking about special address. Special address. When you talk about something else.
Ama elections are Leisa.
Ama elections are Leisa. Awe. Na mufirwa. Aya. No, guys. It's not good. It's not good. Muna kwata ama strategies. Engage proper strategies to help you. Look, if you look at it, I'm looking at Munduvile's page, and I'm talking about Munduvile has failed to gain traction. Number every Friday, look at viewers 173 for a president, for somebody who is challenging the incumbent. 30 social media. I know, you know, and this in social media. Nipa social media fiapa. You have to think of, you know, Munduvile reaching out to far-flung areas, in the rural areas. Now, what happens is that because it is easy to market yourself on social media, you should gain traction on social media. Because if on social media you are doing so bad, what about in the villages? If per social media you are failing to gain traction, you are failing to pull numbers, what about Mumishi? So ishile sawa ila fiemuna ndoko wati yo tayari pantulefo kubwela. I'm pointing at real issues. So what I'm basically telling you is that Hakainde Hichilema has already won this election, because the only person that seems to be close, the only person that seems to at least making sense, ni Munduvile. But clearly, in this election, Munduvile has failed to take off. He has failed to take off. And he will not even get 200,000 votes. Mukanjeva. He will not even get 200,000 votes. Ndaka kwata 50,000 votes ni shabomba. Mufuma hapo ni banani baliko, banani bambi. Bakalaba, bashimwe. Balani bashimwe bali. Baba is in the clouds. He thinks the angels will come and install him as president. He thinks some angels bakesa katushinga nina ulia prophet chakuti akatumama angels to come and vote. It doesn't work out like that. God does not come in, you know, to help you in politics. Chimona in football. In football, when you are playing, you know, I see people, you are praying. I mean, God does not take sides. Just, you know, showcase your skills, you know, put out your skills and win the game. Not to ambokula pepakulile say when is kebana bako. The other team you think no, Zambia, let's pray for Zambia to win against Argentina. Bushevena wako Argentina teba na bako alesa. So even in this one, so abo benabo bakalaba out. Banani bambi? Banani bambi? Bamdala ba Fred Membe. Ba Fred Membe, honestly, ba Fred Membe. Even at this point in time, when he's supposed to be receiving people coming from other political parties, joining socialists, that is when he's having a mass exodus. Abantu bale butuka mokwati, ni munganda baocha, when a building is on fire, then they start running out. Bale butuka kwati ni bakapanga mumupya. The way when I was young, we used to go, to catch mice, bush mice. And what we would do, we would burn, a portion of the bush. We would burn it, and then the mice would start running out, fearing the fire. That is how people are getting out of socialist. Tapali. I mean, you cannot have so many people going out, and it is an indictment on your Fred Membe. If people are coming out, I always refer to Socialist Party as a public toilet. Socialist Party ni public toilet. Mwakuingira, waingira, wafuma. Waingira, wafuma. If you are a Socialist Party, Socialist Party should actually change the name to Public Toilet Party. It will make sense. Because really, it operates like a public toilet where people just go in, they come out. They go in, they come out. So, the Fred Membe is totally out. Balia, mune wapendera ma 100. Ngabaka kwata 300 votes, 300, 1, 2, 3. Ngabaka fika na kuli 100, ninshibabomba. Ninshibabomba bamdala wa Fred Membe. Baka kwata 100 votes, ninshibabomba. 100 votes so. Ninshibabomba ba Fred Membe kwata 100 votes. 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Baka kwate 100 votes. Ninshibabomba ba Fred Membe. Ninshibabomba. Niba nani bambi? Niba nani bambi? Akula ndeni, akubike na mashina patumfwe. Akula ndeni tumfwe. Give me the names. Banani. Banani, njebeni, banani, therefore amuviko amashina ba political party, ba presidential candidate weno bomule bati, abaka wina my elections, kuli aka inde ichilema. Give me the names. Mao Sampa, you know Mao Sampa. I'll talk about that. I'll come back to that. Bake BF, you know Bake BF. Bake BF. Bake mina kwisa. Bake BF katushinga waka wana pa ballot wa mdala ba. Katushinga waka wana pa ballot, ma friend Bake BF katushinga waka wana pa ballot ba. So it is done at MZ. Now I'm coming to that. I'm coming to PF. So tapali. Number mwa lelanda foot now. Let's come to PF. In a PF mulelanda. PF is embroidered. Mu confusion, bad kind. Muli confusion, bad kind. And Karen Atam told me about PF. I told you PF is not going to be on the ballot. I told you a long time. And I have been, giving my analysis on PF. And most of the things I've spoken about, they have come to pass. And one thing that is very certain at this point in time is that PF is not going to be on the ballot. PF is not going to be on the ballot, that's for sure. Now, let's talk about the factions in PF itself. There are different factions in PF. PF, they have really destroyed PF. And I don't know if there are some of you who are still accusing Hakainde Hichilema. I used to tell you, I have problems with PF, Yabo Aveni. Yabo Aveni, because some of you are saying, hey, Hakainde Hichilema. But you have seen the confusion that is there. Even in the conference, the general conference, you have organized They are busy pointing fingers. They are busy petitioning. They are busy fighting over their own conference that they organized. They are there. Our PF now in opposition because of their selfishness, because of their arrogance. But PF, they create Mingalato, and yet Mingalato, they are the ones that get entangled in them. They stumble in their own snares that they lay for others. They stumble in the snares that they lay for others. Starting with ba Edgar Lungu. Ino ba Edgar Lungu balipo. Na lelanda ba Edgar Lungu imwe. Lekele mkwe chipanichi. Give it to somebody so that he can run. Okay, very good. No, na lekelako. Kajika fwa muntu. I went, brought Mundubile. Brought Mundubile, started campaigning for Mundubile. The selfishness, Yava Lungu. Awo, bachinje, I want to come back. I want to come back. Okay, tafiko sakubili. We start campaigning. And then you are Lungu number Fumeni, come out. I was busy campaigning, making all sorts of noise for Walungu. Walungu na weka la Moibix. Walungu fumeni, he couldn't come out. Inempaka, mpitane yu ya fianta. Mpitane yu ya fianta. I ended up coming out here. That is how I ended up in exile. Is pushing the agenda Yawa Edgar Lungu. But Edgar Lungu, unfortunately, on his part, he couldn't come out. But he was scared. He couldn't come out. He came out, wanted to install Makebi Zulu. Because Balungu Balisa Ishmokwat Balwele. But Edgar Lungu realized that he was sick. So he started looking for somebody, to anoint. And that's how they came up with Makebi Zulu. They told me, Makebi Zulu, I refused. I said, Makebi Zulu cannot be. And why I refused Makebi Zulu was given a position as member of parliament for Malambo constituency. What did he do in Malambo constituency? He failed in Malambo. Makebi Zulu was given a position as minister, Eastern Province minister. What did he do in Eastern Province? He failed Makebi Zulu. Makebi Zulu even failed, to win an election. So, and I know Makebi Zulu. I know him. That boy is a boy. He is immature politically. He is not ready. I said, no ways. And at the end of the day, Awoba Lungu Bafua. Makebi Zulu comes up ne Mingalato Shakwe. Mingalato. Awa Nunya. And Makebi Zulu has not thought of anything but being president. He is egocentric. Overzealously ambitious. He has to be on top. And that is how PF is now destroyed. Is now destroyed completely. Firstly, our Tampiro Kionaula, ni Walungu caused the PF to be destroyed. Makebi Zulu comes in, wanting to use it to Mbichawa Lungu. Up to today, Makebi Zulu, the name, why we are even talking about Makebi Zulu, we don't talk about Makebi Zulu because of Makebi Zulu. There is nothing to talk about Makebi Zulu. There is nothing. We only talk about Makebi Zulu because of Ichitumbi Chawa Lungu. That is why they don't want to bury Ichitumbi Chawa Lungu. They don't want to bury. That is political. And I told you even before. I have been telling you from the word go. I've been telling you the issue relating to the burial of Edgar Lungu has got nothing to do with how he was treated. We went with Yango, he went whatever. It has got nothing to do that. It has everything to do with politics around Makebi Zulu, so that Makebi Zulu can be propped up to be president. But that has backfired as well. And this is why I was very disappointed to see Bafred Membe, because Bafred Membe, tawakwete na nefyakulani, Bafred Membe tawakwete fyakulani. Each time Bafred Membe goes on radio, or each time is before a microphone or cameras, then haka inde ichilema, but tapali for walanda pali haka inde ichilema. But Fred Membe wants to, put it on Hakainde Hichilema, that it is because of Hakainde Hichilema that we have not buried Edgar Lungu. But Fred Membe, police wakwete, manifesto wakwete nomba, but foko baya, Edgar Hakainde Hichilema, he doesn't want Edgar Lungu to be buried. Hakainde Hichilema wants Edgar Lungu to be buried. This is a fact. We can say whatever you want. You can argue whichever way you want. Hakainde Hichilema, from the word go, he has wanted Edgar Lungu to be buried. That is the desire of Hakainde Hichilema. That is the desire of the UPND government. That is the desire of the South African government. That is the desire of Cyril Ramaphosa. They want Edgar Lungu to be buried. The one who is holding on to that body not to be buried is Makebi Zulu. It's Makebi Zulu. Makebi Zulu needs that body for his political sustenance. Without Chitumbi Chawa Lungu, without the body of Edgar Lungu, Makebi Zulu's political life ni Shiyashima, tapali. There is nothing, there is no life. He has got no political life. The only life that he has in politics, Chitumbi Chawa Lungu. That's all. That's all. So, no matter which way, unless you are not thinking properly, unless you are Hakainde Hichilema, would you say Hakainde Hichilema doesn't want the body to be buried? But Fred Membe, Hakainde Hichilema wants the body to be buried. And he doesn't just want it to be buried. Let me not use that. He doesn't want the body to be buried anyhow. He wants the body to be buried in a dignified manner, befitting a former president. Befitting a former president. That is what Hakainde Hichilema wants. He wants Edgar Lungu to be dignified. Not to be kept in a mortuary deep freezer. No. He wants Edgar Lungu to be dignified. But Fred Membe na Bambi, they want to put it on Hakainde Hichilema. It is not about Hakainde Hichilema. It is not about Hakainde Hichilema. But Fred Membe even went to a point of lying to say Mnangagwa was not part of the funeral of Robert Mugabe. But Fred Membe, you have got better memory of these things. You have got better account of these things. Because you are a journalist. You run a very powerful media institution. Very powerful. You understand these things. Mugabe was given a state funeral. I can tell you. Because my Fred Membe, but Fred Membe is lying. Mugabe was given a state funeral. Let me show you. Let's see here. It's very easy, some of these things. Let me show you. Munanga. Mnangagwa ati Robert Mugabe funeral. These things are very easy. You just Google. Yes. Very easy. You don't even have to go far. Bafred membe bale bepo bufi.
It is my privilege
Iyo.
and honor at this juncture of our proceedings to invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe,
Iyo.
Head of State and Government and Commander-in-Chief of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, Comrade Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, to address the mourners. Your Excellency, sir.
Ndefa mushimin kishe.
Our Director of Ceremonies,
That is Mnangagwa
the Minister
at
of
Mugabe's
Home
funeral.
Affairs, Heritage,
Eh.
Ambassador
Uh-huh.
Matema, the bereaved Mugabe family,
Munayumva?
the First Lady Amaxila Mnangagwa,
Munayumva?
in absentia, Honorable Vice President,
Munayumva?
General Retired Dr. Chiwenga and Amai Chiwenga. Honorable Vice President, Retired Colonel Cassidy Mohadi and Amai Mohadi. Your Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, Your Excellencies, former Heads of State and Government, Prime Ministers and Deputy Prime Ministers and special envoys who are present, the Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly of Zimbabwe, Advocate Jeff Mdenda, President
I
of the
want,
Senate,
I want him to pronounce.
Honorable Chinamona, the Chief Justice, Honorable Justice L. Malava, members of the Politburo and Central Committee, members of the Diplomatic Corps, dignitaries and delegations from different parts of the world, representatives of our political parties here in Zimbabwe, war veterans, war collaborators, ex-detainees here present. My fellow mourners,
Hey.
ladies and gentlemen,
My
comrades
fellow
and
mourners.
friends. On Friday,
You hear?
6th September 2019, a dark cloud
You hear?
loomed
You hear?
over and enveloped our country when the founding father
You hear? You hear?
of independent Zimbabwe,
Teka nyena
our
iwe.
revolutionary icon, statesman, leader,
You see?
wartime commander,
There is the body
and
of
former
Mugabe. Why
president,
wanna?
Comrade
Eh?
Robert Gabriel
You see the
Mugabe
body?
passed on at a
Muchirishani abana
hospital
vile
in
teka nyeni.
Singapore.
Ala?
A giant tree
Anyway.
of Africa has fallen.
Anyway, Bafred Membe, if you see, he was on, I don't know which radio that was, and he was saying Mnangagwa was not there. But I've just shown you, it is evident Mnangagwa was there. Mnangagwa was there. Mugabe was given a state funeral. So why is Bafred Membe lying? Why is Bafred Membe lying? The issue on Mnangagwa, on Robert Mugabe, was where he was buried. He was buried at his farm. And later on, unfortunately, they had to bring him back to where government had suggested. They had to bring the body back to where the government had suggested something like our embassy park. So I don't understand why Fred Membe wants to make it a manifesto, wants to join Makebi Zulu. But Fred Membe wants to join Makebi Zulu on this, propaganda, wanting to put the death, the failure to bury Edgar Lungu on Hakainde Hichilema. This is the problem. This is the problem. And they started this. Remember these people. Even when Edgar Lungu died, they wanted to put it on Hakainde Hichilema to say Hakainde Hichilema is the one that has killed him. They wanted to put it on Hakainde Hichilema. And yet we knew that this man had been sick from 2015. He had been sick. 2015, Edgar Lungu was sick. 2015. The person comes to die last year and you want to put it on Hakainde Hichilema. And luckily, some of us, we were alert. And this was our point of departure. This is where Mulanda, no, tayari, he is not stable. I don't support Londoloka. I was in the camp of Edgar Lungu. But when they brought up this nonsense, I said, no. Hey, we are doing this. We will stop sponsoring you. I said, Mkuti Mwava. Lesa wandia unsunga. And I'm still here. I stood for the truth. Edgar Lungu died as a result of, the complications that he had. But they wanted to put it on Hakainde Hichilema. Now, they have kept the body so that they can use it for their political mileage. And they want now to start putting it on Hakainde Hichilema. No, Hakainde Hichilema, Hakainde Hichilema. Why are you even mentioning Hakainde Hichilema in this? No, let the family bury according to the way they want. No. The family do not want to bury the body in South Africa. No. They don't want to bury the body in South Africa. They want to embarrass government. They want to embarrass our country. That is why they are doing that. They are not doing that for the love of Edgar Lungu. They are not doing that for the love of our country. They are doing it to embarrass our government. And our government is doing right to challenge that. To challenge that. Because it is wrong. But Fred Membe, don't pretend as if the family wants to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. No. The family does not want to bury Edgar Lungu in South Africa. But they want to use this whole issue for their political mileage to favor Makebi Zulu. To favor Makebi Zulu. It is not about what they want. It is about putting up a political drama, a political spectacle that will embarrass our country, that will embarrass our government. And any of you supporting that, you are not patriotic. Any of you supporting this ploy because it is not a genuine cause. It is not a real thing to say, no, but if our Shiko, they want to embarrass our government. They want to embarrass our country. How can anyone support that? Even I've seen some church leaders saying, no, let Edgar Lungu be buried. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why do you want these people to use a body for their political mileage? Why do you want these people to use the body as a wager in their political machinations? They are holding a country at ransom using Chitumbi Chakwa Edgar Lungu. Makebi Zulu wants to use Chitumbi Chakwa Lungu to squeeze himself into government. Even that issue to say, no, unless the president is not there. How can somebody who is aspiring for presidency, who wants to be president, sends the incumbent, in a house and be there to administer military parade. How? Because Kufesi Uyu Makebi Zulu has got political intentions. Now you have seen it, but now with Makebi Zulu coming out and doing everything that he's doing, so for him to become president, are you really sure? Is it okay for Makebi Zulu to stand there whilst our military is doing a fly past, is doing a march past to salute to Makebi Zulu? Is it right? Don't you see that here there is something that is more than what we can see? Can't you realize that? These people have no good intention on the body of Edgar Lungu. They have got no good intention. They have got no good intention. On the other hand, Hakainde Hichilema has all the good intention because he wants this man to be buried in Zambia. He wants this man to be dignified, and yet for them, they want to use it for their political mileage. And my friend Membe, because he has got nothing to talk about, he has got nothing to discredit Hakainde Hichilema, now he's making that an agenda. Hey, Hakainde Hichilema, hey, Hakainde Hichilema. Why are you putting it on Hakainde Hichilema? Hakainde Hichilema is already president. Hakainde Hichilema is already president. Edgar Lungu is already dead. He will not come back to challenge Hakainde Hichilema. So there is no way Hakainde Hichilema will have any issue. If he wants, he would have even said, Ukokwine Kanafibe. But he's being patriotic. He's being a brother to Edgar Lungu. This man must be buried properly. That is what Hakainde Hichilema is doing. And yet Fred Membe wants to use this as a political agenda. No, Edgar Lungu. No, Hakainde Hichilema. No, Hakainde Hichilema. No. Let us be fair. And this is where I have refused to accept Makebi Zulu. This is why I've refused to accept Makebi Zulu. Because Makebi Zulu has really shown that that guy has got something wrong in his head. A man who has no emotions. A man who can dare use Chitumbi to foster his political ambitions. Kuti mwaeba tinika tekoyo. Kuti mwaeba tukutaisa teka abantu. Umuntu ulevo kumwonfye Chitumbi. Ulevo kumwonfye Chitumbi to become a leader, to become a president. Mwaeba tukutaba mtuntulu. Makebi Zulu te mtuntulu. Erona mulupa mnyavo. In their family, they have got a problem. They have got a problem. No wonder his brother shot a man who is handicapped. Umuntu ali handicapped nam convention. But amututa mfuti. That is how cruel they are. That is how cruel they are. Because Makebi Zulu is also exuding that cruelty kuchitumbi chaba Lungu. And number twise kuli fifinati yo conference what ababantu anikani nonsense. Ababantu anikani ba given Lubinda nomba balelida. I'm sure that given Lubinda, he has realized. You don't know that the court, you Makebi Zulu, ale mite njuka, given Lubinda did not understand. I'm sure now he has understood that Makebi Zulu is a trickster. I'm sure he has understood that he's a trickster. No, Mbabale Ilawa given Lubinda. Makebi Zulu wants to come up now a president. But Makebi Zulu is not a president of PF because PF is still in the hands of Chavinga. Much as I hate to say this, but at the moment PF is still in the hands of Karaka Chavinga. Is still in the hands of Chavinga. Then uyu Miles Samba, I'll come and explain the legal issues around it on another day. But for tonight, I just want to tell you that whatever they are doing, MUPF, it's not taking them anywhere. It's not taking them anywhere. And part of the problem there, it's Makebi Zulu. Now, the current problem, the existential problem that is there, ni Makebi Zulu, a problem. Is a big problem, and these others, they didn't realize what they were dealing with. They were dealing with a crook. Makebi Zulu di kuruku. Umuntu wabipo mutima. Uwa kubomfye chitumbi cha munankwe. Asunge chitumbi cha munankwe mufriji. 10 months now, we are still counting. Na chisungiri lafye for him to advance his political ambition. Ulia muntu muyo mutima. And that's why I bring in Vamayoba Esther, because Vamayoba Esther, eva next of kin, eva kwatamaka. Na wona Vamayoba Esther nabo, na woba likwata ama issues yabo. Na woba Mayoba dia, umutima wabo, wadikosa. Wadikosa Vamayoba dia. You can't keep your husband for this long. You can't keep your husband for this long. And whatever issues, inana ishoko atiba Esther, but kukakwa. Whatever those issues, they would have discussed those issues nicely. They would have used proper channels. They would have communicated better than what they have done. Ba Esther batino kukakwa and Makebi Zulu ala wapamba moko bati imwenga mwafi kuzambia waka mikata. Imwenga mwafi kuzambia waka mikata. Bala tina ba Esther. But if they were good people that could have spoken kuli ba Esther kobati, Imila Ndumwa Kwata can be discussed. You are a former head of state. Nimwe wana kulila. Haka inde ichile mamuntu, haka inde ichile malomfwa. Vengi sana aba elelwa. There are a number of people who have been forgiven. Some of you like to say, no, haka inde ichile matelela, haka inde ichile matelela. There are a number of people that have been forgiven. There are a number of people that by now would have been in jail. But they negotiated their way. They are still outside. They negotiated their way. How many people do you see who were around Edgar Lungu? Who were around Edgar Lungu? Who were making money with Edgar Lungu? They are free. They are there. They are there. Look around. Na pa social media, Valesa. Valesa. Business entrepreneur. Business entrepreneur. Business entrepreneur. Business entrepreneur. Business entrepreneur. Vale nuama wine. Na bagero vale chaya. Na Edgar Lungu. How come they are outside? How come? Even those abali mufifungo. Some of these people, they were just arrogant and stupid. Like Malanji. It's not that Malanji was not offered an opportunity, to save himself. But Malanji was pompous. He thought, he can do it. He can do it. Just like how he lost Kwacha constituency. That's how he lost Kwacha constituency. When they went for him there, instead of doing the right thing, he was being pompous, thinking, no, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. He ended up losing the seat. Kujele, Shan. Some of these things, the team, what was happening in the background. But I can tell you, Joseph Malanji was offered an opportunity to save himself. Because Hakainde Hichilema said it. If you can bring back whatever you have stolen, we can talk. You remember, Hakainde Hichilema used to say this. If you can bring back what you have stolen, we can talk. He gave them time. Abamule itatio at political prisoners. These are thieves. These are thieves who stole. These are thieves who stole, and Hakainde Hichilema gave them an opportunity. Bring back what you have stolen. And some of those who are clever, check the news, check the history. you will see that others, what inaleta kwish, shan, vengi, and they are free. They are free. Hakainde Hichilema is not following them. They are not being followed. So basically what I'm saying is that if you were Savaila, Balabatinya Esto Kovati, Hakainde Hichilema Mikaka, I'm giving an example of those. I cannot be mentioning their names. But now, you remember the friends of Edgar Lungu, don't you remember? Imwe, don't you remember bananko wako Edgar Lungu? Tamulebebukisha, Tamulebebukisha bananko wako Edgar Lungu. Abalenda mundeke shakwa na nikane shakwa Edgar Lungu. Abalea konso kwa Edgar Lungu badinankwe. Haven't you seen that they are in the country right now? They are in the country right now. They are free. So even Esther ngavali velela. Nomba problem Esther washimpirira muni Makebi Zulu ufwayo kwakateka, and is using chitumbi chabalume babo to push his agenda to become president. This is where the problem is. Given Luvinda mwakulalila, you are done. Makebi Zulu has dribbled you. You are saying, I'm offering to mediate between Mao Sampa and Makebi Zulu. You can't negotiate with Makebi Zulu. You can't. Makebi Zulu wants to be president. That's it. So what negotiations? The only negotiations that Makebi Zulu would listen to is to say, yes, you are going to be president. That is the only negotiation. And yet Mao Sampa, on the other hand, Mao Sampa wants to be president. And if anything, I would even support Mao Sampa, because Mao Sampa kari hata mpana kuliwa lungu. Mao Sampa at least ala negotiate. Munayewikisha kuli basatabafuide. Mao Sampa compromised. Even after Banyunya, he compromised. Karaka consent to whatever. At least Mao Sampa, at least I can give him that. Not akaka skopodono no akamwalita akamuntu akamunkalwaka akakosomutima kali kosomutima kala kamuntu kama Makebi Zulu kali kosomutima kala kama Lukula kali kosomutima so what negotiations can you have with that kind of a person? Ichitombya likano ukuchilekerako elo mwe batu misa mutita negotiate fish mwa tita negotiate so PF is in a total mess, and Makebi Zulu, apart from Chitumbi, he cannot get votes. Now I'm responding to some of you who say he cannot get votes. We are talking about Makebi Zulu because of Ichitumbi. That's all. That's all. That is why we are talking about Makebi Zulu. And if you are talking about votes, I've got a reference. Go to Malambo. Go and see how he failed. He failed there. As a minister, he failed. How can he become president? How can he become president? So paleta pali Filipo palia. Tapali Filipo. Ngama timufu maponiwa nani bambi. Va John Sangwa. Barabale lombama one kwacha. Atingabali pila mahali one kwacha. Shikakumane shakampeni. Teti shikumane. Va John Sangwa. Tapali uko bali yaba. Kwanza sana bambi wana ni atika mdoro. Nani ngebe ni atika mdoro nika kuruku bad kind kali. Kari kuruku. Babao Sampana wakachita appointed yo shad. Kam kulemba headed paper. Every page ilipa headed paper. Yeah, va. Tumutu wantu. Every page ilipa headed paper. Una kalembe fingi. Fishu lembe fingi. Kala kamuntaka kwa tana voters card. So Tapali we don't have a substantive opposition. Mundu vile, like I've told you, he has failed to take off. How can you come and say, if you vote for me, I will rule the country, just like Edgar Lungu did? Anyway, how can you say you're going to rule a country just like Edgar Lungu did, when Edgar Lungu was voted out? Why did people vote out Edgar Lungu? If anything, You people nga mulefu okulanda pa muntu. Chama mwalanda kona palisada. Edgar Lungu was an accidental president. Edgar Lungu was an accidental president. I pump with a kirikiti poo, I sangam. Oh, no muneta ishibe. Okay, Antimu State House. No muneta ishibe. How he ended up becoming president. And he was in State House for 7 years without even knowing what to do. Without even knowing what to do. Other people were running presidency for Edgar Lungu. Other people, Abena Kaiza Zulu, Abena Nani. Those are the people who were running presidency for him. Navanankwe. Those are the people who were running presidency for him. He didn't even realize. But no, like Edgar Lungu, as if he was a political hero. Edgar Lungu was never a political hero, never. He was never a political hero. Edgar Lungu was a passive politician who was favored by fate. He was passive. He was only favored by Aisanga Bamubikapu. To make PF a ruling party. Nisada. So if there is anyone that you want to draw inspiration from, Nisada. Not Edgar Lungu. If you vote for me, I will run a party like it. I mean, he has failed. He has failed. So, Vane, for tonight, I just wanted to tell you that Tapali, who has a chance to fight Hakainde Hichilema, there is no chance. No chance. Hakainde Hichilema has already won this one. And I want it to settle in your mind. And I know now they want to come up with no agenda. Your ECZ your ECZ what. No, how can you remove the stamp and whatever. You just want to create issues. You want to make issues against ECZ. ECZ is doing a very good job. She is very objective. She's doing a very good job with her commissioners. So, muileta pefya kutambe fya kubepesha ECZ. Kirikiti. Namulusa kale. Not if I got to mutambo kula bepesha ECZ. And then, utuma alliances, utumule panga. You have got many alliances, but you know better than me. Alliances are not registered political parties. So, ututuma headed paper mule panga. Mwapanga ka headed paper. Mwalemba ku ECZ. I am telling you in advance. Those headed papers will not be recognized. An institution is not legitimized by a headed paper. Just because mwapanga ka headed paper, mwalemba po from kulemba, it doesn't mean that your alliance is legitimate. No, it has to be registered. If you want Tonse to be legitimate, register it. Otherwise, mukaisanga muli mwamoneni. Mukatampoku bepesha futi ECZ. Because wamunduire tabakaye iminina as president of Tonse. No, Tonse is not registered. Mundubile cannot go and contest an election as Tonse. Or whoever, Katushinda Niwama Kebiabo, he cannot go and contest at Pamozi. He cannot. But Fred Membi cannot go, Katushinda Nika Ntwanishi. What? You cannot. So these things I am telling you in advance. Mwikatambokula lilele wakala mikanya ECZ, when ECZ will say, no, we cannot recognize you. No, you cannot do this. No, you cannot file. Era muka tampokula lilele muka lepesha ECZ. Yova ECZ. I am telling you in advance. Ayama alliances mukwete. You cannot contest on those alliances as candidates. If you want, formalize them. But I don't think you have time. You don't have time. So can you start adjusting yourself properly? Can you do that? Because mukasanga futi ngamulechero, if you don't sort out this mess, mukaisanga tiyo ndefo kimina pa FDD as president. Ero kamoka ka member kamu FDD kake say muko, but no, he's not our member. kaka ekukoti mukachita shani. I'm giving you if you are kuntanshi and listen good. I'm giving an example of Brian Mundubile. But it's not personal. It's not that Brian Mundubile, I've got anything against him. No, he's my friend and I still maintain that. But my politics are. I'm telling you that normalize these things. For example, Brian Mundubile is a president of that alliance. He's a president of that alliance. And during the elections, Brian Mundubile, akayewo kwati no, nde iminina. Pa FDD. Pa FDD from nowhere. If somebody comes up, a member of FDD comes up and says, this one cannot contest as our president because he's not our member. Mukachita shani. And it will be legitimate at that moment. It will be legitimate because no, but our party has chosen him and whatever. Somebody will come and say, how do you become a member of FDD? And you fell short. So if in them ever take me pattern, you will find yourself failing to contest. UPND. And yet you are not putting things in order. Because that Tonse is still in quagmire, is still in obscurity. Mundubile akeminina pesa, akeminina as independent, akeminina as FDD, akeminina as which party? If you are going to contest as a member of that particular party, you better resolve these issues I'm talking about. Because you cannot just come and say, no, an alliance has chosen him, so he's standing as FDD. There will be somebody who can Moko at no, you are not a member. And you know, they are not short of people. Political parties, when you talk about membership, I mean, it's very difficult. Anyone can come up and say, I'm a member. These days, political parties don't work on cards. That now Guatama card, no. So anyone can claim to be a member. Anyone can claim to be a member. And it is very difficult for you to say, no, he's not our member. Meanwhile, Muniku Court. Meanwhile, ECZ calendar is moving. It will not wait for you. At Yoba Mundubile, no. Nomination ikesa pa ya pita. Mwaisanga, you are not nominated. No, the opposition, this UPND has refused the opposition to participate in an election, and yet tamumfuile okwa alisoke takwali muntu ifindela ndafinalanda fe win of not akshana shana but so far vane hakainde ichilema is winning, hakainde ichilema is in front. Tapadi upalamineko tapadi. You can start calling in now. You can start calling in now. You can start calling in now. Hello? Obviously,
greeting natakuwa tumulilai. Yeah, so therefore kuanda ko pale Rubinda. I think in a press briefing about Rubinda. But it became a form of even before that. Because now Munipari was one and then my study arrived at what to write the Namu speech ya bonomba, lakini ukiwa kulanda pati ndio wale bepisha tele ono la pile na watu wao kulanda pale. But mbona tinango body movement ya bachara ngoko banomba. Bare focus na kuli mambo samba because mambo ne tile toka wale wa podcast. Ante wako toka kwa nomba wa mdara. So it's really sad.
Yeah.
kala abantu babiikete mashindano mu 2021 kale loshoka nga mapoza beki
Yeah.
PF
It's sad. It's really sad. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. I'm calling from the United States.
Yes, yes.
I wish I knew Makebi Zulu just when Edgar Lungu died. He would have played his work very well. He would have gotten in touch with the president, continue being family spokesman, sure that in the timely manner, he was going to Zulu a lot of respect. You know that a sympathy vote works everywhere in the world.
Yes.
Had Edgar Lungu been buried in timely manner under the supervision of Makebi Zulu, we were going to be talking of something else.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, but he made things himself. Yes, that is my contribution.
Thank you. I totally agree. I totally agree. If Makebi Zulu was wise, Ngari Wonfi Chitumbi Munshire Isuma, he would have coordinated nicely with government. He would have come with the body. Adina Kuntanshi. He would have earned respect. Makebi Zulu would have earned respect. Now, backfired. This one has backfired. This one has backfired, and he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Nanendandeko. Pari Makebi Zulu wesuyo. Makebi Zulu opuna isa mwana. Okay, you can forgive me, but if you want to muntu watumpa sana, because there's no way uingeka chiro chakwe wati abantu what's the benefit valosho muntu. Of course, Edgar Lungu twari mushite reject to voter out, but it doesn't mean we don't like him. No, he's our former president. Everyone needs to be given an opportunity. Ukumulosha. There's no way mwinga shika tushikire ku South Africa after maize tukayesenda. Nishitiro tontonkanya. Tushike at once Mozambique. Tuwalosha frafine nili ashiri hapo. Then ni kula tintira. Nombo yumuntu waifi amiteke as president wenu. Mpere kui. Mpere kui. Awe natotera. Natotera.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, Precious. Now, Precious, let's agree that you will make your submission in 3 minutes. I don't want to cut you. 3 minutes, you should end. Mark your...
Let me contribute. So, I heard that woman who called, I don't know if it's a woman or a man who called from America, was saying Makebi Zulu could have negotiated with this government. If you don't have what to tell the nation, better you keep quiet. But Makebi Zulu, whatever he's doing right now, is doing what is right. And even ECL, even in his death, he is proud of Makebi Zulu. So those who keep on saying, hey, Makebi Zulu, hey, what, just be, because you are in darkness, you don't know anything. The truth is, if PF is not going to be on the ballot, even the UPND, also they are not going to be on the ballot, because for them, they don't even have the president. But President Hakainde Hichilema right now is ruling illegal. They did not go for convention. Zambia is not a private property for the President Hakainde Hichilema. Zambia is for everyone. Therefore, he needs to respect democracy. Right now, we have seen that one who is saying that he's a president for UPND. So let them accept him just like they accepted Mao Sampa. Mao Sampa is a betrayer, and they continued supporting whatever the nonsense he's doing. And coming to the statement that Bagibengwinda gave to the nation today, like for me, I believed in him 100%. Even now, I still respect him, but I condemn where he said Mao Sampa is a president, so we are together. We are not together with Mao Sampa. Some of us who support Varungu 100%, we cannot support the nonsense that Mao Sampa is doing. But Mao Sampa, that was illegal. And every concerned citizen, you should condemn that. Including the president, he was not supposed to tolerate the nonsense that Chavinga is doing, because the whole world is seeing that the president was supposed to bring peace and unity, and is busy tolerating all this. And the International Criminal Court of Law, they are watching closely. So advise them to do what is right. Stop misleading them. The truth is, if he loves himself, let him do what is right. Otherwise, prison is waiting for him. He is going to serve. After all, he failed even to expose the gassers who was gassing innocent Zambians. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Precious. Hello? Hello?
Aisha Bagaramba.
Mkwa.
Mwisho kwenu.
Mkwa.
Bari furunga na fyo antu barero ndafyo no makebe zuru makebe zuru awanda kuma mana aburakia. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Yes, yeah, please go ahead.
Tatakashani Charo, you're way of doing things unreasonably. He's just exposing how irresponsible he is.
No, thank you. Now, I want to touch on what Precious has touched on. This issue of this guy or this whatever, I don't know if it's this guy or I don't know how many they are, who are trying to create a parallel UPND. Please, don't even waste your time to entertain them. They are not going anywhere. Don't even waste your time to entertain them. Well-meaning people, reasonable people, you would know that, I mean, that is a fluke. That is just useless. Whatever that one at Patrick, whatever Kachinga Patrick, whatever is doing, it's useless. It's useless. How can that guy, usurp UPND leadership at this point in time? Hakainde Hichilema is in State House. UPND is a ruling party. UPND is holding, elections right now. UPND is going to a convention. How can that guy even, why are you even paying attention to that guy? Why are you even paying attention to that guy? If you are paying attention to that guy, then, I don't know what is wrong with you. I don't know what is wrong with you if you are paying attention to that guy. Because it is just not possible. He can claim whatever he wants, but there is nothing that he can do to shake UPND at this point in time. 30 kwangaro koimwe. Hello?
Makulu.
Hey.
Tacho, machoma.
Hey.
Akulu abantu bokampapali wabwera lomba kuti nje president wa UPND kotaya nthawi.
Imagine inaimwe.
Mwango. Chilungamo vatiziva bwino bwino kuti uja muntu kuliye kwaenda uja. Mwango.
Imwe.
Tanga bwere lomba kuti iye ndiye president wa UPND. Yenze kuti ngawunyose.
Niluishwa mtoilet uja.
Ngawunyose yenzepo. Abwelele uja muntu sponsored and is actually masquerading or is actually impersonating.
Uja muntu uja
and
in the toilet.
And the government has taken long to question him.
And you know,
that person should be put in his leg.
And you know, my brother, this is where This is where you can appreciate that at least Aka in the Ichilem and UPND, they are tolerant. They're even allowing him to go to court. They're even allowing him to go to court. Can you do that in a political party that is hostile? They can sort you out. They can sort you out.
This time is now to have been upside down.
No.
No, let not people be misled that Tembo akuya kuli konse. Kulieko mene angalute kuli konse.
Palibe. Let them rest time.
Zikomo. Zikomo abo.
I mean, I just don't understand you. How simplistic you can be in your mind that you can think that guy can go anywhere. Do you know what power is you? Do you know what power do you know what power is? Do you know what it means to be a ruling party? Do you know what it means, you? Do you know what it means to be a president, a Republican president? Anyway, and you are busy talking, now UPND is also having a test of how it feels to be whatever. UPND. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Tunakuwa ndande kupata Tembo hakuataka kwa wale chiringa na UPND. Amdara na wamona kata pae chance lingalia afya hapa na besho tapali yoko balia but walefu kujesha ba sponsor so wale keni file ndireza wakwate waka something
na wakwate kwa something churchin hello
Mr. Tayari, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you. I like what you are giving us, Mr. Tayari. You are an eye opener to each and every individual. Mr. Tayari, wa precious yawa. Don't know spirit ya mene wali nayo wa precious. Sure, the whole lot of herself educated person, can she be talking of having a long way, having a Tembo Banda? Where do we have such a surname in Eastern Province? I'm calling from Katete district right now in Eastern Province. My name's Chris Virenda. Where do we find the Tembo Banda? Huh? There's total madness in there. So, Mamele Mwakambira Kudala, Mr. Tayari, that you can see how HH is tolerant.
Yes.
Giving room to each and every fool. Sorry to say that.
Yes.
So that
you are right.
Yes. You know, kuno Eastern Province, timakamba kuti mupaseni ntambo itali, so that ikafsira ntambo ija, you have nowhere to go, giving someone enough rope to tie himself. And this is what HH is doing. So are you telling me during my commander in that time, during ECL, can Nivalongwe even go to Diamond TV and start masquerading himself as a paratrooper? Commander,
just in the program there. They will even cross Diamond TV.
Imagine. Let's pray for this man HH for his tolerance. Thank you very much, Vatayan.
Zikom. Indeed, I mean, that kutapita round Julia. Muniba PF kutapita round. Ana pananika na pa TV alelanda. Na pa radio alelanda. Ale pitana no kupitana. Iwe. Hello? Hello.
Yes, Mr. President. Yes. Okay, naendande kupanono. You know, apaso paifire chitika papie fwapa. We had a very big time after kulosa power. Ya kushita corrective into. Bueno sana. No kushita accept ama mistakes yonsa chitike. kukalika kwa bantu na fimi. Now from this time kwalivyo kwambo kurishikanya abantu balero without accepting to say not turusa but let's go background to accept ama mistakes yonse otwapangapa. This party PF yeo beperero omwine owairwide the person who fought for PF may he so rest in peace Mr. President Michael Chilufya Sata abafanga baravuka lero zatangari vukire so
era kuti
abenge abongomwa okuboma kuba ka pep thingisa
ukutampira na Edgar Lunguine ukutampira Edgar Lunguine
because up to now it's like we have failed to accept that we have lost power and we need to unite. But what is happening from the word go, it's carnality, shouting one another, this and this and this. So apafika pa nifita baranda java afuata barara wachu dilefini tu mipashita shirala. So imo confusion itaisa pe from nowhere. Fifine sticker. Sometimes we have to accept to say we have failed to organize ourselves. It's very important. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Aho chachine, you know, satowa ichulile PF, satewa ichulile PF. Mwalimu vikana ku left. Elo ba mundu bile mule bati yo, au kama ndiru, like the way Edgar Lungu was ruling. What ruling was Edgar Lungu ruling? What good was in Edgar Lungu's ruling? What good was there for you to come and say, inengana mgamwamvotera? At least if you point Sata, kuti tuwa kumfuako, not Edgar Lungu na imwe. Ala? Hello?
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 Hey, what's that?
Mkwa?
Masani bamda.
Wino fe.
Apa opposition yapata kwa opposition yapata. Tamani shubaim.
Takuri. Takuri.
Dire jumburuka. Namarukuruku. Ngame ngabavotera.
Imagine.
Vamdara zambia jenga kuri window of change tairuvika.
Inomvika.
Tairuvika window of change tairuvika. Vale kui posere ni tarekeni mdara bombe.
Yeah, thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
How ndifo kujoin na ikuchi kashani ndifo komenta.
Una komenta paso once bale kumfwe charo chonse chire kumfwa.
Okay, listen, for me, I have been following. And first, I want to congratulate you, Mundwani. You've made us understand what is really happening on the ground. And these people, MPF, this confusion, me bamba shadwenina. Tabai, take your bachta, tafiaba normal. So, show say she me bamba. Then they think it's normal. They are not going anywhere. The sooner they accept that it's HHO the way 2026, and this is going to be the easiest election ever. Ilabalanda tipuma cheme mpanga salangane, awe bali pumelo bali salangane. Child, Satari Fichuri, they may so rest in peace. Kindly offer for what I'm telling you. Because the confusion, maybe Pamba, Musunga Chitumbi, okay, Makebe and Papush. Eva Mundu be able to answer a pera comuchina for UPN theatre, or the Monica Konomo. Everybody says Sulakan. As I'll do like it, I'm going to finish. Game over. Continue. Well done, my guy.
I don't know why I say so. Bad kind. How do you just say that? Hello?
Hello, maombi ni mamnyina.
I'm quiet.
Wewe na mfolo sekolo lweno lolu sekolo. Mlengu mfa?
Mkwae, triomfo.
Mkwae dine sampa.
Kindly allow me to use your platform to communicate to Precious, since I have no platform from which I can talk to her. Am I allowed?
Yeah, just don't disrespect her. You can address her, but don't disrespect her.
Certainly not.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Precious, if you think you have sensible, very good, progressive issues to bring to the fore, please use your platform. Use your own platform. On your platform, people will follow you, and it's going to make a lot of sense. Because you're coming on this platform every time contradicting in the manner that you do, it's very frustrating to some of us. So please use your own platform. And I'd like to commend you, Zakayali, the way you're treating Precious these days. By giving her the platform, she talks, and then you don't say anything. But Precious ingali umuntu fe wino ngalo mfanito ndio you're treating her these days. So na bonke platform yakwe ukulanda fe alepo ukulanda paka abantu bamukonka bamuntu ndifana chafa ukulanda komukwaye.
Natotera. Hello?
Akulu.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Terry, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Yes, sir. I think one thing that I want to say, my comment is that right now, when we look at the people calling themselves as opposition, I can say we don't have the opposition. Instead, we have people who are trying to divide or mislead the nation. As it is right now, for me, with UPND and HH, these people, they may not be 100% perfect, but whatever that they are trying to do, what they are doing, they mean well for Zambians. Right now, we don't have a person that we can call to say a real opposition. Who are power hungry, they've divided themselves very pangotuma groups, but bantu favor moveni. Yes, and then my advice that I can give could be about Precious, but I don't even know who Precious is. Let her be, she should avoid debating on things with ignorance. I think Tabeshi of Varera and Dapo. And then coming to the issue of Baba Tembo Banda and those that man claiming to be a paratrooper, Charles and everything, they should even thank God that HH is a very matured man whose concentration is to better the lives of Zambians. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello?
Chief, this is me. I'm calling from Deke Township here in Irola, Zambia.
Okay.
First and foremost, I just want to thank you for accommodating my dear sister Precious. You are really a democratic Secretary. That is how it's supposed to be. Just like the way the other previous scholar has said about Precious, I have nothing against my sister. She is entitled to her opinion, but she must not use your platform to start attacking people who do not agree with her. If Atosh has something to say, let her open her own platform. Then we'll also be following her, just like we are following you. You know, I do listen to you more than any other person, not even Emmanuel Mamba, not even JJ Banda. I don't listen to them, but I really follow you because you are talking sense. Having said that, allow me also to talk about the UPND party. This party was in opposition for 17 years without seeing any imposter under the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema. All of a sudden, a person
comes on board and overthrows the president, and he thinks he can succeed. That is not possible. Allow me also to thank Max Mue. He has reported this imposter to the police. I hope and trust that this imposter will make himself available, report himself to the police, so that he can go and defend himself in the courts of law. This country is too much lawlessness once it comes to politicians. They are able to do things on their own without even putting it into consideration that there are laws in this country, cyber security and many others. And once they are found on the wrong side of the law, they start claiming that the democratic space in Zambia is shrinking. That is very unfortunate and a disgrace from the people that we hold in high esteem. Otherwise, stay well wherever you are. Thank you so much again for giving me as well this platform to express myself freely. I really love you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, our wife. No, the essence is I am maintaining. I told you before that if things continue, there was a video that I did. If things continue like this, HH is going to stay in State House. And indeed, we are in 2026. Elections have almost started, you know. On the 17th, presidential aspirants will be meeting ECZ so that they are guided on, you know, how to file their nominations. We are already happening. It's already happening. We are in the electoral period. And between now and the day of elections, it is not possible that somebody would come up and overturn things. It's not possible. Hakainde Hichilema is a definite winner in this year's elections. Hello?
Hello, Achan Batari.
I'm quiet.
Yeah, finally. Nebo Kunde, I'm calling you from Canada.
Okay.
Issue about PF Ivamdar. Firakta na kumbariba onara PF Nibamu.
Sana.
Gonzaba Bambena Mouse, Basha, and Ababari frustrated. Baona rafe PF baona and varum. Because para bade senda matuzari. If you let the elections go ahead, natakuwa in a situation. Nomba mwadia tuzari ya muntu mwaikara bepanji. Mwazari ya mkusenda tuzari ya. That's all what happened.
Baba kokora ma 200 pin. Bala bako nokora bako. He would have called for the convention. He would have called for a convention.
No, somebody tapade fia kusianya no kurufianya. Na chitengere fe peso na tukadiendera mashandi. Tukono kwa watu wadiendera mashabantu. Ashamuntaisa pa bonde asa tendera mo TV. Fia chitire mouse. So if na chukuranda kwa fieba ona rapia funba mdara venga. Because ida ine bara mbara ida ndakara tibare cha game ya kabisira. Ingataba se retire. Bakonkanya pona PF yabo ngatakuwa ari problem. No babali retire. Bali ana mane ilia. Pawana problem.
You have been following at Kabisira. I'm a politics ya Kabisira.
Ama politics ya Kabisira ya marera ndata bamdara bacha ma politics ya Kabisira no mbaga ili aka bruna ka black miles aitamba
asenda
ya chitika pa bamdara so ina ba mausa mpachi ba bulema no kuba bulema. So tati mu bulema mausa because he had to do what he had to do. He had money, he lost money.
Yeah. No, thank you very
much. Okay, madam.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
And no, mwafumapo era mtambo kwanda yo HH and yet mwebe mweka mwali nyunya. Mwebe mweka ba PF mwali nyunya mweka fie. It is yourselves, whatever is happening to PF, it is your own making. Na ma convention ya ano ba chita stage ka convention. Ba chaya ila tonkani. Not on this one. I'm gonna block you. Baba vinda vachaka convention. Baba nyunya foot. So ni mweka fe ba PF mwayo na ula fe mweka fe. Not kuwepesha whatever. Apana mbasala inyamano. Just look for a political party which you can use, because takudi that yo PF, it's not possible. It's not possible. And I am sounding this warning now because I don't want you during the time of nominations mukatampoku bepesha ECZ, mukatampoku bepesha uteko. No, hey, they have barred us. No, they are stopping us. No, sort your issues now. Sort your issues now. Ututuma alliances mlepanga, they are not legitimate. They are not recognized. They cannot be recognized by ECZ. So make sure that you sort out these purpose vehicle issues. Because if you are going to use a political party to say, I'm going to use this political party to contest as president, you must be sure that you have dealt with the issues of membership, because there will be people that will petition you that you are not a member of that political party. Hello?
You are very stupid. All of you was busy talking about me. You are all fools. When you talk about my leaders, I don't judge you. So you want me not to talk about what I know? Me, I was sent in prison there when I accused Hakainde Hichilema of gassing innocent Zambians. Why is he failing to arrest the gassers? And you are here talking nonsense. You are busy. He should open a own platform. Who told you that I don't have my own platform? I have my own platform. Can you stop judging me, you cowards? Okay? Just because you are supporting the nonsense which is happening in this UPND government, and you think you can come and start talking rubbish. Don't try me. You are busy talking about my leaders. So it is good for you to talk about my leaders, but it's not good for me to talk reality. What I'm telling you here is reality. But President Hakainde Hichilema, he did not go for convention. He's ruling illegal. So why are you trying to fool me? You are busy telling Matayari, I should not use your platform. Nonsense. Don't you know that Mr. Tayari himself, if he wants, let him block me. Tell him to block me if you don't want to be listening to me. Nonsense.
Alanda Chafmana. Yeah. Ndipo yai.
Honorable.
Hello?
Wala umuntu ayikurikire president para.
Yeah. Ndipo yai.
Eso twara baromba kovi. Eso twara baromba kovi. Umwana umuntu ayikurikira parasi. Kongo chakurisha.
Politics baba.
Wandi tawari amuro bare.
Politics. Actually.
Media papa platform to Japani baba fiashi.
Takwachibana halo.
Nikushuta vye bure kiasi wapena isokira.
Ndala. Ina magapo.
You see, abantu opotrandalyo you see. When you are planning to say, uyu muntu twala muchitaso. The current president bali bapingirezana kwe bati twala kujere. When PF comes in power, this one will go to prison. And it's the people, our inferior, but let's come in numbers via voter. So again, our sister, workesha for same language, what again, patron workesha prison, which cannot even work. So it's Fukushitari.
Okay, Mundwandi, thank you. Hello? Hello? Oh,
Instead of just bringing out your people's speech, you start insulting. It's necessary. Yeah, anyway.
Politics ndameva politics teavana kukosa mukati nakunze ya irakurukuta kumutima. Hello.
Vatari. Va precious parire monga vari ni va direct beneficiary, so chari vakaripa sana. There's no need to start insulting abantu who are giving it opinions. Let them just accept the fact that the HH is the president of this country, and if they want to do politics, let them do clean politics. Don't politics ya hatred. How? Don't if you come to tukana bantu bakaere. How? Your precious if you direct beneficiary wa PF. Sorry. Yari pita.
Yeah. Yeah. Now there are people who are saying no, stop entertaining her. No. No. Hello?
Hello, Vatayari.
Yes, yes.
Yes. Nyerenda calling from Katete, Eastern Province. Vatayari, mwaona uti politics ibava. Ngati unamtima ung'ono. You need to have a big heart like of that HH. So they are still amateurs, having precious. They are amateurs. So my advice to her is, Mama, be strong. Be strong. Because this clearly shows that you were a beneficiary of whoever was there. So now, yeah, Iva Vakoma, sorry, my precious. Sorry.
Sorry. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Tad.
Good evening.
Yes. You know, when the UPND were in opposition, I remember watching Jack Mwimbu debating in Parliament. Then he used a narrative of to say PF, they are like, he used a Tonga way to say they are like a chihunyi. So the speaker asked Jack Mwimbu to say, what is a chihunyi? Then Jack Mwimbu said, chihunyi is an insect that eats itself when it seems that there is no food where it is around. And in English, you can compare that to a muddy worm. So the PF, they are fond of eating themselves. And the good example you can give is Given Luvinda. Given Luvinda fired everyone, appointed his own people, and staged the convention.
Yes.
Then in your convention are going to be beaten again.
Yes.
So you see that they are quarreling just within their house themselves. They cannot even accuse any other person. They just quarrel themselves. So these guys, they just have to put their house in order and find someone to go through to help them. But actually now, just to resurrect PF, it's very impossible. It's very impossible. Otherwise, even if he's not careful, you'll be more just like if you like football, you can just compare the way Carrick brought Manchester United into top 4. Then in top 4, he says, I'll put like Amorim, the one who was in number 17. Sure, can the crowd believe in that person? Thank you very much.
Thank you. You know, I like this scholar's point. You know what, Given Luvinda, when he came, He fired this one, fired this one, fired this one, and he brought in people, brought in people that he thought will be behind him. He thought those people that he brought in, Central Committee, he thought the people that he recruited around him will vote for him, will make him president. But politics is politics. Those people betrayed him. Today, Given is crying that people betrayed me. He brought them in Central Committee. He gave them PF positions, and they voted against him. Politics, they have na politics. Kukosa. Kukosa. But at the end of the day, my emphasis for tonight, I'm basically telling you, I want to prepare your minds. I want to prepare your minds to the reality that is before us. To the reality that is before us. And the reality before us is that Hakainde Hichilema, he has already won this election. And don't pay attention to what these other losers will bring in. Because these other losers will come in with different narratives. They will come in with different excuses. Like already whatever Fred Membe is doing. But Fred Membe is trying to, malign Hakainde Hichilema. No, Hakainde Hichilema is the one who has made the Elungu family not to bury. No. But Fred Membe, he knows he has already lost. And the only thing that he can do each time he gets an opportunity, he speaks negative. He lies against Hakainde Hichilema. Because he knows he has lost it. But Fred Membe has no political future. But Fred Membe has no political future. Tabako ete political future. But Fred Membe, ayama elections ya leisa. Nga waka kwata 100 votes. Waka kwata 100 votes. Ninshibawomba. He is not going even to have 100 votes. But Fred Membe. Tapali. Uyuma Kembizulu you. I don't see him surviving. I don't see him surviving because Makebi Zulu's survival, Chitumbi, Chapwa, he has no political stance. Hello?
Hello? Hello,
Yeah.
good evening, Mr. Tali.
Good evening.
You know, I'm just thinking. Mushakwena Hakainde ngadi rushire rero kuti apusuka
you see
ubukali bubu
you see
awo kuti bamwipa yobudisana
imagine that
you know you saw that anger Precious has. I can rest assure you that's the exact anger abantu aba mu position have.
PF because wait a minute, you know, look at the hunger or the hatred against HH, whereby abantu balelando kwati tatuashike unless Hakainde Hichilema is not there. Can you imagine how heavy that is? Tatuashike unless this one is not there. Where have you ever seen that? Where have you ever seen that? Umuntu walwele Edgar Lungu was sick from 2015. After they want to put it on Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema is the one who has killed him.
No.
Imagine. Bakabwalala, people who stole money from our treasuries. People who stole money from our treasuries.
Yes.
They are in jail today and they are calling them political fighters. Political prisoners. You can imagine. Political prisoners, because when they say political prisoners, it means HH has just put them there. You know, but
do they even understand what who a political prisoner is?
Political prisoner.
Those are criminals, and they are where they belong.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm following your program. Please keep it up.
Thank you. You see, these Chadi Wakalipa, they are so bitter. They are so bitter against Hakainde Hichilema. They are so bitter. Eh? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Charlie.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. No, the opposition, they shouldn't even waste their time. They are all confused and they don't know what they want. They've got no direction. They've got nothing to tell Zambian people. In Zambia, there is peace. You know, they're just wasting their time. And I'm just praying that this confusion must continue. Believe me, you, as the previous caller said, these guys, they've got hatred over HH, which I don't know. And thank God, this man is not called an elder for nothing. He got hurt. If I were him, believe me, you, I was not going to condone the nonsense that I'm seeing. Again, the other advice goes to Precious. Precious, my sister, bitterness will kill you. Look at the tortoise. It has got patience. No wonder it has got long life. Look at the lion. It is the most bitter animal in the jungle. No wonder it dies early. So that bitterness, if you continue with it, my sister, you will just, shorten your lifespan. Thank you, Mr. Kayal.
Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
My name is Judith Kavemba. Okay.
Okay.
DP President.
Okay.
I just want to comment on the issue of the UPND President Hakainde Hichilema vis-a-vis the Patriotic Front. It's unfortunate that the Patriotic Front has failed to realize that they are their own enemy. And they have gotten that hatred and they are putting it on an innocent person.
Oh, what happened there?
Hello?
Hello?
Are you able to get me, Watali?
The network was bad. If you can just come again. Oh, I think network is not okay wherever she is. Hello? Mkwa.
Aniwa president.
Buena.
Bakaramba na imirava na ibitemwa wa president wa chikata. Blasoboro efshiri ngire na pashiri. Muri ba chikata imwe. Hello?
Mkwa, we are listening.
Yeah. Ndamikonga sana watayari. So ndamikonga sana. I've been a follower for a long time. IPH vena kwena lava kakari. Vale angala vya opposition. Apoi nefe reached out. Vale kape vale sabari. Natote amkwa neo mambo.
Okay, thanks for mom. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Buena fe.
Mkwani yawe, three konka program. But natafwa ndanda to country. Especially the Asia, I think I feel your program is being listened by everyone. People that are coming from opposition party. So you should not stop to express your feelings because we cannot be in the same position. Once it's supposed to say, so Nariana, Chileva Kirpanga Formulera and we Palanto what because we don't all love the same person. So others have got different views. So it's okay for her to say something that she says is not correct because she has the right to do that. So this program is not only for UPND and EFF. This program is for all of us. We are learning other things from you and also the other things also that we are taking note. Even if we may not support you or support the UPND, but there are some things that we see nice. So when you talk about it, if it is okay for you to speak against the other leaders, but you don't want to talk about your leaders, then it's not a good leadership. Then the other thing I wanted to talk about is the issue of Ed Galungu. I would like us to discuss, to talk politics. We are Africans. Let's not talk about the dead man. That man is gone. You know, even if he was bad, he's the one. This man is dead. He doesn't even hear you when you talk. All the people that are getting affected and injured are the relatives. Because no matter how bad he was, but he was the father, he had relatives, he was the uncle, he was a grandpa, his grandpa. Imagine how the relatives are feeling if you're taking bad of him. Even if that was his father, you wouldn't want anyone to talk evil of your father, who was once the president. Because it is clear that also you are showing hatred. I would rather you to isolate yourself from talking about the dead, because it's not African. Us Africans, we respect people that are dead. People respect that to say, oh, okay, I give you, but they don't usually talk about that. So for me, these are the two issues that got my attention. You can talk about the Mackenzie, those are alive, they can defend themselves. But then you talk about it, what are you getting out of it? So, and who's going to answer you back?
So listen, Mwana, are you there? So you see,
yes,
you see this. What you are saying, this is what we all want. We want Edgar Lungu to be buried, Edgar Lungu to rest in peace, Edgar Lungu to be respected. The problem which is there, why we are even talking about Edgar Lungu, it is that the family itself, they have dragged the death of Edgar Lungu in politics. That is the problem. Edgar Lungu is not buried today because of politics. Edgar Lungu's body is being used in politics, and that's why we are talking about Edgar Lungu, and that's why we have been saying, let's bury this man so that we forget him, because it is not African to have this situation. Our problem is not really Edgar Lungu. The problem is these people they have kept on bringing Edgar Lungu's name and status as a person who has died in politics. That's why we are talking about Edgar Lungu. So you are right, I agree with you. I wish the family would heed to your advice that all these things that they are doing, they would have stopped so that tuashika, tuawachindika wa Edgar Lungu. So that is the point. The man has gone. That is the point. We don't want to discuss Edgar Lungu in the manner that, but because Edgar Lungu, they are using Edgar Lungu, they are using Ichitumbi Chakwa Edgar Lungu as a political, a catalyst to propel their political ambitions. That's why we are still talking about Edgar Lungu. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about Edgar Lungu. We wouldn't. We want Edgar Lungu to be respected. But Makembe Zulu and the family, and you cannot exclude the family from this, because the family, they are the next of kin, especially the wife. She's the next of kin. They are the ones to make a decision. But whatever has been happening, whatever Makembe Zulu has been doing, has been with a blessing, starting with the wife of Edgar Lungu. Hello?
But
I'm quiet.
Platform anyway. But life is like this. Umuntu afyarwa kubiri. Kuri bawishi na kuri banyina. Nga twamona nangu
uko abafamily ikalamba kuri banyina mwana nangu alubesha ntete wa mupose but bawishi tulalaba kufira celebrities this but what my question my contribution is basing on looking at this family where are the mothers abakutana bashaba kwisa because the uncles would have been in the forefront to say this one we want our child back, we want our son back. Before mwana kese shikira kwisa kese shikira kumweso. So the family is more kuchana kashi because ever ishi mwana kashi tumbe peshati na kwate fumwa mwana kashi kumunga ngakwata default ya kwe eti mbe peshe mwana wakwe uya. So where are the mothers? Those are some of the things that we must see. Ask about the delayment ya barrier abanani yaba ECL. Where are the mothers? Where are the uncles? Specifically from the mother's side, where are they? They should have intervened and say, we want our child back. Now, pachiriro mutunga ikapa ya turanda ti aba kushana mbali pisa bese aba kushana kashwa pisa bese. All families are represented when you are burying someone, even at marriage. Now, mankulanda bakira chupo. Bon some families are yalesa. Now, ngumwalile kana tamako to mwana. Umwakesa isate aba bawunjwa kwisa mwana gasimi. Prefer to money. So all those are the things that we must probe and ask ourselves. Whatever we are saying, Mr. Tayari, is very correct. And the advice that you are giving me, these other oppositions, they shouldn't blame anyone if they are found outside the net. Your points must be heard. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the message that you are delivering. I submit. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, I think for tonight we can end on that note. For tonight we can end on that note. Hello?
Hello? Hello, Mr. Tayari. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm calling from Sorwezi, George Kapalu.
Okay.
Yes, I want to say that the main point which I was trying to say is for the current president, Edgar Lungu, there is no like this called what this ababa resambira abana besikuru aba free education tamwali. So free education na isenda abantu imitima ba president bakainde ikirema n'ababombe ntwekaramba sana because usambirisha omuntu tekintu icyanguka. Then nga mwati mumone abantu ababa mu mishaba chura bengi bali kwata amano but barefiro kwisa kusukuru nomba bali basenda so muntu benga posta panse shuwa teti umuntu wonse pako batekale bwino abengi riskuru namuntu apature churo kurande tsumurando wakabata batsambirisha nomba wasanga umuntu wesambirisha abantu kuti mwamposta panse teti batayari patari.
Yeah. Yeah.
So ifyo inani kana free education tayari ko kuriba bazari yali aba minister bazari tatware yumfwapo no kuyumfwapo nomba pa bazari ili all over aba bomfi baringisha aba nabo benata baringisha aba bomfi ukukomana amapanga uma station ukula turipirishe tenga twafuma kuma South Africa abeni bama basa abena Jordan barabare butuka mu station teturandeko efintu fimo efyarengere ba PF kubasula so umuntu tapo kumunonga kwati musha nomba papari omyendere narimo na kuyufide kuno kusorwezi kwali free ba PF barepita ababarepita takwali no wakuikata mwana ngwati kwa bati urubuliziro mutende ebe chifire chabe chalo
No, thank you.
So, echo nasafu kulanda kumkwai.
Natotera sana wakapalo.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, I think let me end there, please. Let me end there. I'm actually tired as well. We will come and talk. Today is Wednesday. We'll talk on Friday again. Thank you very much for following, and thank you for your contribution. I ask for your prayers. I need your prayers. I need your prayers. Thank you very much. Good night.